Yesterday was hot, and today we're gonna cool it down a little bit. Not quite cold, that's for tomorrow, but we're gonna be featuring this rain team. Yesterday was sun. You gotta check that video out if you haven't after this one. So Storm Zone passed me this rain team. It has a float soul. I haven't used too much King Gambit. It's funny because I'll be underestimating it, but when I face it, it's like, oh no, this thing is hard to kill in one hit because of terrestrializing. So oh, this guy has a Brillo. He knows too much. You know, Loom is a beast, underrated beast of blood, and but very water susceptible, incredibly so. Like float slow plus, not even wave crash, just choice banded, waterfall, and rocks might 2k every member on his team. So that's what we're gonna go for, and not even necessarily the end game. And I should outspeed this even if it's +1 speed with the quirk boost or whatever that shit is called. So our aim is to get rid of or completely, let me see what my Terra type is. If it's Terra Water, it's even more. Oh, Storm Zone, you fucking animal. You animal, Storm Zone. Storm Zone animal, yes. But because we don't have a gold Dingo either, I'm not as quick to, let me hazard away, because the Corviknight will just defog them away. My Dragapult, Hydro Pumps actually has use case in Dragapult because Chiyu, Clodsire, Clodsire, Tinglu. So I put Hydro Pump on there over Water, over Fire Stab. King Gambit is a handsome guy. I can see a lot going well for him. And Choice Scarf, Donphan. CC only has Gallade as a close combat resist. So the question is, how do I want to go about taking on this pesky ass Loom that I'm about to deal with? I don't have U-turn on Pult, so I have to Glamora it. He actually outs for Iron Valiant, anticipating my Glamora and the fact that I don't have a Fairy resist, which implies that he has Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure it's like, I think I can one-shot this. Which means he might not be able to 2-KO me. We'll see. Rocks first. He's Moonblast did. Glamora is no slouch. He's definitely spexed. Glamora is no slouch in the I'm thinking what I want to do here. Spike, have him kill me. Problem is I don't have anything to come in and kill him back. And then he just goes to Corviknight and defogs. So I need to get, but once Corviknight goes down, he's Donphan food from an earthquake standpoint and from a close combat standpoint. So what do I want to do here? I need some damage on this. So he goes for the Immortal Spin. I know Rocks, the thing about it is just, we're not, from a long-term perspective, if I got no damage on him, we'd be in a worse position. So I'm going to allow him to knock me out. His choice specs, as we mentioned. From a speed tier standpoint, I don't have the edge. I could go Donphan and bluff, but he's going to know that I have, so I'm going to opt for King Gambit here. I have one of the boosts from the Fallen Mon. It's hard to say whether he'd give the Gallade up, because I'm tempted to Swords Dance. I want my Terra types. Because Floatzel is far from winning the game quite yet. Actually, I think Dragapult would have one-shot from here, truth be told. I actually don't know the roll on that. Yeah, I'm just going to Iron Head. If I Swords Dance and he stays in, because Sucker Punch is quad resisted, I'm going to be in a shitty spot. So he asks for Corviknight, and that's what I meant, where, you know, he gets to defog here. Not ideal, but the very least, ideally, I'm slower than the Corviknight, so I get to U-turn second. Excellent. And he's taking a bunch of attack invest. So if I Swords Dance there, I'd have been in a phenomenal position. So he asks for Iron Valiant. We just got to get a kill, man. There's a couple ways we could go out. You go Corviknight hard, which is a mistake. This game's again still far from over. The Loom is a bitch for me, but now he has no any Donphan answer. Well, he has his own Donphan, I suppose, but I got to be very, very careful around this and when I terrestrialize and who I terrestrialize and all these things. my King Gambit is flying. If this is Sash, then so be it. Surf Hurricane. If it's not Sash and it's banded, then that's actually better. And if that's the case, you would bullet seed. I'm gonna try to get King Gambit spored here. Okay, so it's very unlikely that he's choice scarfed. Probably Rock Tomb coming out for Bolt. I think I still outspeed Bulldoze. That's fine. So Bulldoze is what they're running. 280. Yeah, I don't have U-turn, which blows. Like U-turn would be fucking amazing here. I'm gonna Hydro Pump twice because it covers. He asked for Iron Valiant. It covered a switch Shampoo. Okay. There are a couple ways this could go, but what I'm gonna do is what's my Donphan's Terra type actually? Because I've seen a lot of these run Terra Fighting. I've seen a lot of these run so you Oster Chi without the sun. So obviously you go for Dark Stab here, because if you go Fire Stab and I go Pelipper, you're done. But you also don't want me waking up. This is tough. I might have to make a play here. I'm fairly confident he Dark Stabs, especially if he Specs. Now this does mean that I'm leaving my Donphan open to being mock punchable, and that's the question, is that what I want? If I opt for Pelipper and he goes for Dark Pulse and he Specs, I'm max Pedef so I won't die in one hit. Do I need Pelipper to be at full? Well, both. I gotta make this read. If he Flamethrowers, kudos. He Dark Pulse is excellent, and he Specs, he's not gonna expect me to be able to outspeed him. I don't think. Yes. Alright, so we had to make that read. It was a critical read as the Oster Xianpao Ice Shard / Sucker coming out. The fact that he doubled implied that he expected my King Gambit and he's not properly equipped for it. That is Life Orb. The fact that he's Life Orb and man, this is a tough turn because I want to if I wake up and he tries to Swords Dance, he's done for. Does he go? He goes Great Tusk. I don't mind Great Tusk. Great Tusk, if I had to choose, is definitely what I wanted because it gives me rain. Yeah. And now you're in a position where you don't have anything you want to come in on this. You could opt for Xianpao. If I U-turn and you go to Xianpao. What do I want to do here? I think Surf is no drawback. Or is Hurricane no drawback? Hurricane is no drawback. Focus Sash. We Roost first because he's just gonna knock off. Why not? And then Bulldoze, U-turn, Xianpao, Roost again. Then we Surf here, or Hurricane. Why not Hurricane? I'm outside of the range of any of his two mons. It's Bulldoze Loom, so he has to get a ton of Bullet Seed hits to even do anything here, and I'm hoping he doesn't. Please, Pelly. Please, 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 Pelly. Yes, that is a big deal, Pelly God. So we just Aqua Jet twice. Oh fuck! I didn't time the rain turns right. So this is gonna be actually very close. I didn't time the rain turns right. That was poorly executed on my end. I needed one more turn of rain. Because now his Shien Pao can Sucker Punch KO me if it has Sucker Punch. It's Terra Dark. Let's see. Crunches Life Orb. It's hard to say. Yeah, he's showing Ice Shard. Polt definitely goes down to Shard. So he's going to try to Swords Dance. That's why I looked at my Donphan's Terra type. I was like, I'd probably want... Yeah, that's actually a really big deal. I need my King Gambit to wake up fast. Okay, wait, what? Did I burn a sleep turn? Okay. Phew! I actually didn't remember that I burnt the sleep turn. So yeah, I burnt it, I think, the turn he went Chi. So that's actually very great. Did I decay again? Why am I 1841? How did I decay again? So I think this is where we left off last live. But I decayed, what, like 12 points? How is that possible? We played 3 games yesterday. Update me on the decay threshold, guys. Maybe I just don't know what it is. But I should have killed his... But then again, if I killed his Donphan a turn earlier, we would have died to Bullet Seed. So the damage did matter. The reason I even started Glamora is because of his Gallade and his fucking Breloom. Either of those leading, because Glamora Sash obviously you saw came through versus Gallade. But if Loom led, and I led anything else, because I don't have U-turn on Dragapult, but even if I did, you'd have to U-turn out on the Loom and have somebody go to sleep. So Sash Loom versus Rain is obviously going to be devastating, and people are running Bulldoze. I looked through the thing, I was like, I use Rock Tomb a lot, and I was like, what else could it do to Goldengo? So I was looking for Thief and, you know, all these things, and I saw Bulldoze. I was like, I think Bulldoze is legit. And so I scanned through. I was like, you know, I can see use cases for Bulldoze. Obviously, and Rock Tomb has the same effect, but Bulldoze can't miss. And it touches Goldengo, whereas Rock Tomb allows you to hit shit like Dragonite and stuff. And I was like, not being able to touch Dragonite at all versus versus Goldengo, which is usually on leftovers and on unrecovered because it's scarfed a lot of the times. Not being able to recover any health from my strong Bullet Seeds, you know. So I always go with Rock Tomb, but depending on the team, I see cases for both. So this guy has Cyclozar set up stuff. My this thing is really problematic. I mean, if it's funny, Hariyama's weird typing is one. I didn't even know that it walled this. So I have to get rid of Hariyama first and find out what kind of weird Terra types are gonna come my way. Baby, won't you come my way? Alright, so Dragapult, Hydro motherfucking Pump in the goddamn rain. Floats waterfall in the fucking rain. Game time. Cyclozar is a bitch. There's so many ways to go about this. So let me think. If you were to lead Cyclozar and I surf, he surfs into Hariyama. The Hariyama gets all of the leverage there. So I have Earthquake spam, I have Rain spam, and I have, I guess, Dragapult is Rain spam as well. And then potential late game Overlord. Toxic Spike would go a long way if I could get them up. So what I'm gonna do is Pelipper first. Now you're like, oh damn, but he's obviously gonna Grimmsnarl. I can't stop the Grimmsnarl. There's no way I'm stopping the Grimmsnarl. So what I can do is have him get his screens up. That's going to happen. No way around that. And I'm going to bait him to go Hatterene on the Mortal Spin. Or leave the Grimmsnarl in on the Mortal Spin. That's fine too. But something has to come in on this Mortal Spin. He could opt for Cyclozar. The problem with that is that you give me hazards at next turn. So Parting Shots Okay. I guess he's going to Mortal Spin into the Hatterene. Yeah, I'll just hard Dragapult. I'm Infiltrator, Choice Specs, so that won't matter. Hatterene won't matter. It won't, not say no matter. But because of my typing, my ability, Garganical comes in. Please motherfucking hit. This rain boosted. I have very little to risk because this can't do shit to me. But I need to hit him on the Hydro this turn because if otherwise he'll Terastallize and get annoying. But I guess it depends on what his Terra type is. Dragapult. Everybody in the audience is trying to see this Hydro Pump in the rain from Choice Specs behind the sub when man think he is safe. Kill him. Devastate him. Devastate. Not, no, my friend. Come on, another one, Pult. The whole light screen invalidated. The whole, bruh, nobody is safe. Nobody's safe. Oh, you gave me a lot, so. You tried to Shed Tail though. That's funny. Hit him with another one. Oh my god, no more Shed Tailing. All of your screens invalidated. Your whole life invalidated. Party Shot. I don't want to go about this one. Back in the... Oh, fix the Salt Cure. Yeah. He was gonna always get the screens back up. If anything, I'm trying to stall him from so he's shown Taunt Light Screen. I'm debating whether or not he obviously still has used his Terra type. He still hasn't used his Terra type. So if I opt for this, yeah, let's try to get him to taunt again. He shouldn't. Yeah, he should Parting Shot. I could have went to King Gambit there. Oh, Garganical comes in. Oh, you're gonna go for... Actually, I don't trust him. I was gonna say he's gonna go for... But even if he does go to Hatterene here, I just go for Mortal Spin on the Hatterene. Again, I have my Pulse Hydro, I have my Pelipper's Water Staff, I have my Overgod. So... I keep forgetting Mortal Spin. Like, this thing can't be status at all. I don't know how this thing's ability works. So I'm like, damn, this shit really is a menace. As I said, I can just Mortal Spin on the Hatterene. So we're gonna hazard up for the long term. And he gave me, oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. The Grimmsnarl is dead. We stall this out. We don't even need to stall it, truth be told. Again, I'll Spike again. I'll Birth Power this turn. I'm not Mortal Spin. It doesn't matter. His Iron Defensing. This can matter. It just depends on what his Terra type is. If it's Terra Fairy, I suppose this matters. Yeah, I guess if he's Terra Fairy, I have to be very mindful to not have it, because I can't status it, and that's something that I don't take enough. So let me not underestimate this thing, and that would be the way to lose too. Cause Salt Cure, I don't have any tricking mons or anything like. Yeah, I want to be very careful. I don't have taunt mons and I don't have trick mons. Light Screen, 2 turns left. Okay, so he's obviously going to be body pressing. So Light Screen's about to wear off, Rain's about to wear off. As he body presses, he's gonna Terastallize here. I just don't know into what. It's water. Fuck. Actually, that's not bad. That's actually freaking phenomenal. I have Terra Electric Dragapult, which is the one time that's gonna ever matter. So I want to save my Rain. Terra Water. I can't save the Rain. Just win with fucking Floats after this though. Oh, everybody's just so good. Who do I not want to keep? No key, bros. The Gambit ain't the guy this live, man. It ain't the guy. It ain't the guy. So I'll just cleave Cloud or whatever the fuck. It's not gonna do no damage, but it does matter. And then Terra Electric Dragapult. About to put this boy in the dirt. If Hydro Pump did that much, I'm terrestrialized now. How is he alive? How is he alive? This shouldn't be possible. Now Terra Electric. How the fuck did he? Well, actually no. I just got the same stab that I got from Hydro Pump. I'm tripping. Yeah, now we just go to. This doesn't get Rapid Spin, right? Okay, I figured he'd Drain Punch, but yeah, at this point, Floatzel decimates. I'm thinking, is there any way? Just Headlong Rush everybody. I think he got swept. Hatterene, you're coming in at, but I can't switch versus you, so I'll just Headlong Rush you too. I'll take the Draining Kiss damage. How much did he get back? Got a lot back. But now I Shadow Ball you, and there's nothing you should be able to do about that. And then I Aqua Jet you, or I could sack Pelipper. I mean, that happens anyway. I'm gonna say I could sack Pelipper and just Wave Crash through your team. So yeah, it'll just Shadow Ball here. If he goes to Garganical, we just go back to gotta be careful about this, because if he plays this right, but the way Salt Cure works, my Pult always comes in second. Yeah. Hurricane's doing, so it'd be in the best case. I could go Pult here, but it's too risky. Okay, so he Salt Cured, which he didn't need to do. Like, that was the play you didn't want to make. So now I get to Thunder, and the range Thunder is gonna 2-hit KO Pult. I mean, drop Volcarona because of the stab. I'm thinking, gotta be careful. Let me think what the worst case is, because I didn't play this endgame super cleanly. But let's say Quiver dances now. If he Quiver dances now, he live unless I go to Floatzel. The Giga Drain can't kill Floatzel from that range anyway, and then I Wave Crash twice. Yeah, I'm gonna go hard Floatzel. I think, yeah, even if he Giga Drains, as I said, it won't knock me out. I Wave Crash, I think. There's no way that shit is living a fucking. I just don't want to use a move that can miss versus the Garganical. Because Wave Crash recoil is going to kill me. Actually, it's better to Wave Crash, actually. Because if I get burnt on the waterfall and I don't recoil die, the Garganical gets to heal. Yeah, and I'm faster than you. Wow. The Garganical being Terra Water. Yeah, so if that happened as I went for Waterfall, and he burnt me, then he might have lived. So it would have been better to like risk a Draco miss versus trying to hit a Thunder, because that's 10% versus 30%. And the fact that he doesn't get poisoned is something I thought that I didn't know it worked like Goldengo's ability. It seems it's just like immune to shit, which is super random. Like, it's just, you can't toxic it, you can't do anything to it. They're like, we're gonna make this little stone thing a beast. So we're gonna grab one more to wrap it up. As you can see, I'm still not familiar with a lot of the things that could happen. So I'm wanting to play in a way where until there gets to a point, I already just remove terrestrialization or modify it. As long as it remains just random, it skews. Pokemon is a game of anticipation, right? Every move you're making per turn is based upon past experiences you've had. So you're thinking, okay, assuming the opponent is a like look at this team. Assuming the opponent is a normal Amoonguss, these, and these options are best plays or best practices. That will minimize the opponent taking value from me. And then you go to something and he's choice banded Amoonguss, and so he skewed with he messed with the anticipatory factor that is embedded in Mons, and played with your expectations. You expect Spore, he's banded, destroyed. Right? So that's how gimmick teams work. So terrestrialization is a gimmick because there's no amount of skill can let you predict what Terra type the person is and when they'll use it. So you can build up to an entire end game and then they just random Terra and you lose. No amount of skill could have made you play that, which is why it's like technically uncompetitive, right? It's not something that it's out of the realm of no matter how good a player gets. So you want to play in a way where you leave yourself as little vulnerability as possible. It just dawned on me he's using rain as well. His team doesn't look it. But he has Gallade, as I mentioned. No Sporer, which is phenomenal. The Gambit Stir is deadly. Very deadly versus his team. Very, very much so. I just need that Gallade gone or some maybe T-Spikes. Late game Earthquake from this boy is a beast. Depending on what is, if it's Fizz Def Amoonguss, this is a beast. My Pelipper inherently is a beast. My Dragapult inherently is a beast. Once I catch that Tinglu, then you just fire off Shadow Balls. So that's what we're going to aim to do. Catch that Tinglu early. Dragapult is my worst case. So, oh my god, bro. What the fuck? So you Rapid Spin slash... I could see a case for Volt Switch Balloon, huh? What's my game plan here? I didn't set up a game plan. This should be a fairly safe switch. I don't need health for any particular reason. Close combat, we're staring down. Amoonguss slash Pelipper. Amoonguss slash Pelipper. Okay. Well, he has so I prefer Pelipper when it gives me the rain. Secondly, it gets me my own boost. And the Iron Threads, if he goes back to it, he really risked me having Power Gem here. That's fine. Let me think. Is it worth? No, I need Spore Fodder. But this guy just left it in. So here, one would assume Iron Thread slash Tinglu to come in. Yeah, you definitely scout. But the problem is now I go hard pull every time. I don't care if I take the damage. He actually goes to spin, which is I completely disagree with. Please fucking hit. Yeah, baby! They never expect the pump. Tinglu was supposed to take that, so he can't hazard control anymore, which is a big deal, my friends. My friend. That is a big deal, my friend. Couple ways we can go about this. They're clearly choiced. Well, I'd assume so. You gotta give up the old Glim here, assuming his choice specs correct. Couple ways to do this. My Pellies is max Spadef, funnily enough. So I actually can take a hit from Iron Valiant and bait it to get sacked. And if Iron Valiant goes down, I can leverage his own rain. And this will be He's gonna lead us in. Unless he's fucking... But usually they have the item. Yes. Fucking yes. Thank God the fucking hurricane still killed. Because he might have been scarfed. But again, he wasn't expecting me to be max Spadef, and that's a big deal because... One, Pelipper eats the rest of his team outside of Pulp, but Pulp's taking 25% every turn. And it's just not getting the rewards for its service, right? So Tinglu comes in. A couple ways we can go about this. He's obviously not taking shit from Surf, so he's like, you know what? Fuck you, bro. I'm going for broke. The problem with this is that now you have to predict my rapid spin, and everything on your team is ice spinnerable. So what is the worst case? Pelipper is gonna be at he's gonna get, so I'll roost first. He's faster than my Pelipper, which is why I'm going to hard switch here. I take a little less from the spikes and stuff, and I'm going to bluff obviously the side spinner is just good damage EQs. I know he's gonna think that I'm not choice scarf, so he obviously doesn't know that. Now I can spin freely, which is a big deal. He didn't know I was gonna be choice scarf, so his best play is to probably try to go Tinglu here. The problem is now you can't even beat my Pelipper. Yeah, you go back to Tinglu, but you get 2 KO'd. The hazards aren't even that deep for me anymore. Because fucking Overgod just destroys the rest of your team as well as Pelipper. So this is actually what I want gone the most. See what I'm talking about? How do you predict that? How do you predict that? You don't. But he used this Terra type, which is good for my Dragapult. 25. I think no matter what I can spin. Because he's probably going to have Whirlwind as his last move. Terra Water is a real, like, of all the Terra types I could have encountered, this is easily the most annoying. But as I said, oh, he gets Donphan. I mean, he Whirlwind that turn. So ideally, our best situation is to get Donphan, and he's gonna just go for Earthquake. Because why wouldn't he? Spiked. I think Donphan still lives 25%. We'll see. Pretty sure it does though. So we roost here. Come on, give me Don. That's frustrating, but it is what it is. You think if I terrestrialize Flying and Swords Dance here, I'm getting everything but fucking Donphan. Terrestrialize Flying and Swords Dance. Any Whirlwinds. But late game Terra Flying wins anyway, so what am I? Even if he Whirlwind everything to death. But yeah, he eventually has to Earthquake, particularly versus that. This Hurricane for some damage. Give me fucking Donphan, goddamn, yes. Yes. King Fan. If it's heavy duty boots Amoonguss, then this was all for naught. I mean, if it's Rocky Helmet Amoonguss, then this was all for naught. But I'm still spinning anyway. I'm spinning every time. So he wasn't. So Pelipper is in. He expected probably, I mean, your Terra Water, so CC isn't even as relevant as it could have been. This Pelipper being gone will then mean my Pelipper, my Overlord, King Gambit thing will be a menace to society. That's fucking Pulse. One, I don't think he, I mean, you always heal here. I haven't shown Thunder. Draco Meteor is always my best play though. Because if you go to Amoonguss scouting for Thunder, plus even if he left the Pelipper in, this would have put me in a phenomenal position regardless. So I spin spam here. Yeah, we just rapid spin spam until he knocks us out. And then we go back to Pulse, because spin is actually doing a little bit more than leftovers, which I find funny. So you're actually technically losing your Tinglu, yeah. Yeah, let's just go to King Gambit here. Terrestrialize Cleave Cloud. Because it will do, even if it didn't kill him there, yeah. Pelipper, you're gonna get bodied, buddy. Did it one shot? Sure did. So that's gonna be the live for today. I don't know if that put us at 19. He wasn't very high. Okay, we're getting closer. So we're 1887, 1878. So I think we're getting closer to, what's 19 now? 19 is what, top 20 or something? Yeah, so literally top 21. So obviously the quality of the games, even though I don't think we faced anybody particularly high, the quality of the games are improving as I'm adapting a little bit more to the meta game. So better lives to come, man. I haven't started practicing at all yet. I just finished a huge project that's gonna be released now, like it's completed now. So all that's left is to market it. So stay tuned for that. That's been really what's holding me back from practicing, because I needed to get that done. Now it's game time, my friends. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.